We can start. Are you guys good now that we're no technology stuff? Good. It is 6:01. I'd like to call the meeting of August 14th to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any additional items for consideration on the agenda?
There are two items under 7.1C.
Okay. Any other from the table? No. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I have a motion to approve the organizational meeting on July 15th, the minutes of that, sorry, the regular meeting on July 15th, and the minutes of the special meeting on July 30th, as well as the board workshop on August 5th.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Any discussion on those minutes? All those in favor?
Aye.
The consent agenda tonight is 3.1 through 4.1. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Move.
Second.
Any discussion on those items? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Brings us to our first community participation. Anybody would like to come forward, you're more than welcome to. Seeing nobody move, there's another point later in the meeting, if you'd like. And that brings us to the district presentation with Mr. Ellis.
So I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Go ahead and print these off for y'all. Maybe a little tricky to follow along with that. It might be easier up here, but if you're squinting or can't see something, you can turn it on.
Are you saying what?
I would know. So on April the 26th, Bill and I were notified that we were a school that was in need of assistance for accountability for our special education population. And we weren't sure what that meant, so things trickled down to us over the throughout May and June. We met, was it a couple weeks ago, maybe, with some of the representatives from our local RIC and some of the people who are going to help us with some of the needs assistance. So today what I want to do is go through why we were identified as needing assistance, and then really what that means for us and how things might change around there presently. So, yeah, that's it. So, IDEA, if you're not aware, is Individuals with Disability Educational Act. It's essentially money that we get from the federal government that they give out to all the states to help with their special education and doing special education properly. So IDEA has a performance plan, an annual performance report that's done each year on every school district that the state then reports that information back to the federal government, and it's our way of making sure that flow keeps going and things are done properly. In years past, right up until this year, it was pretty much done the same way. More or less was our 3.8 testing scores, how our students with special or students with IEPs, students with disabilities performed on those in different categories. Our economically disadvantaged students with special ed needs, our general ed, our different ethnic and race categories, and so all of that was kind of compiled together. And so this year they've changed that. So it says that they're supposed to change it every 6 years, so at least every 6 years, so we were due for a change. So this is the way it was changed, and we really didn't know what it was going to look like at all or what they were going to evaluate us on. You know, you had in the back of your mind that 3.8 testing was probably going to be and it is, but they put a ton more into it, which I think is a good thing. So I'm not gonna painfully go through every detail of this or be here all night, but I'm gonna try and go through this as quickly as I can and be as succinct about what it is that we're being evaluated for, what we missed on and what we did well on. We'll go from there. So this is the RDA matrix. There's 45 total points in it. There's a compliance matrix, which is kind of like are you doing things correctly? Um, all of your data that you have, is your data clean? Is it submitted on time? Are you, just kind of formality of things that you have to do. And then there's a performance matrix over on the other side, which is kind of like graduation rates. Your 3A testing's embedded in there. There's some preschool stuff. The lower end of this, which I get to it, is a little more compliance, but they call it performance. But these are the different accountability measures or categories that we were evaluated on. You can see the point system. There's 45 total points here. 23 in compliance and 22. So this next page is Hamilton's report card, so to speak, on IDA and our compliance. You'll see that there's some white and some green here. The white were areas in the compliance and performance where we didn't have enough data, or easier to think about, enough kids in a certain population to be evaluated in, or it wasn't our year to be evaluated in that. I'll explain what that means in a minute. So we're a really small school, which makes data very, very difficult. And you see in here how one student can make a big difference in our data. So these are the different rates. So overall, we had 27 total points instead of 45, like a larger district might have. So there were 27 actual points. Of those 27 points here total, we had 9 out of 13 in compliance and 9 out of 14 in performance for 18 out of 27. Oh, hang on. So 18 out of 27 points, there's 67% of the points we were able to gather, or whatever we're going to call it. We needed 22 out of 27 to be in school in good standing, which is 80% of the points, so we missed by quite a bit. Four more points. If we had got 4 points, we would have gotten our thing. So, I want to quickly go through these. Stop me if there's questions that you have at any time. But so we have the first one is with the compliance matrix, and I'll work down through this. Suspensions and expulsions. Of course. This worked perfectly before, didn't it?
Just give it a second, might be slow.
There we go. Okay, so to get the 2 points, our data was certified on time, and then we had no significant discrepancies by race or ethnicity. You'll see over here that eligibility requirements, you had to have at least 30 students in any category of ethnicity or race. And then 10 of those 30 students had to have an IEP in order to qualify. We qualified under one race, and that was white. So that's the only one we had enough students, both population-wise and students with IEP-wise, in order to qualify. So we did qualify and earn all of our points for that. So that's in good standing. These next 4 were non-applicable. These 2 here, SPP indicator 9 and 10. If I just hit it right, or if I have to wait.
Hold on.
Oh. There we go. Yeah, we didn't have the eligibility requirements for this particular one. This was percent of students with disproportionate representation of racial ethnic groups in special education and related services that results in inappropriate identification. In other words, it was a disproportionate percentage of a race or ethnicity that has an IEP. So we didn't have enough in any group. They did not have a white group in this. There were other This one was something that could have been an easy fix if we really knew it was coming. Okay, secondary transition. So on an IEP, when a student turns 15, every student has an IEP, who's 15 years old, has a transition section on the IEP. In that section, it describes what the student wants to do after they graduate. And all 15-year-olds go through either the counselor or special education, or they do like a survey with them. They have meetings with our counselors and our special education teachers to figure out what it is that they want to do, and then they map their educational career out for 9th through 12th grade, which types of courses that they want to take, given whatever profession that they want to do after they graduate, or whatever it is that they want to do. So let's see, this started not this past spring, but the previous spring, so it would have been the spring of 2024. We were told that we were going to be audited on this. It happens every 5-6 years, you get audited on something. So we were audited on our transition scores about 5 years ago, certainly. Well, that's weird, we're getting audited on transition again, but that's fine. So they told us that. BOCES did offer a course on it. We didn't have our people go to it. We had just been through the auditing process. In hindsight, I would have done that. I would have had our people go to that because we had to pull 10 of our kids who were turning 15 or were 15 years old and send them to our SQL representative with special ed, and they reviewed those transitions in the IEPs on all 10 of those kids. Oddly enough, we only had 10 kids. We could have pulled, they asked for any 10, just pick 10 and send them to us. We only had 10 kids that were turning, who were small. So we sent all 10 of them up. We actually looked at them before we sent them up. Yeah, they looked really good. We sent them up. And then we were notified a couple of weeks later that all 10 of those had errors in them. So pretty surprised about that. Our SQL rep came down and met with us and my team. We looked at it, and they were all errors in wording. So they're pretty simple errors. And here's the big example of what happened over and over in ours. So we were writing, student wants to become a carpenter. Student wants to. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That's what they want to do. Well, a couple of years ago, that was a word the state ed said you shouldn't be using those. It shouldn't be student wants to be a carpenter. It should be student will be a carpenter. So because of that little error, all 10 of those IEPs had to be amended and then sent back for review. They were all okay. I didn't know this was all going to be part of this big matrix. We didn't even know there was going to be this matrix thing. But regardless, it's an error that's an easy fix and one that our people know now. When we went through the process, we learned that bit. So kind of the hard way, but it cost us 2 points. Get it back. Any questions about those transitions?
I like our word better than theirs. Okay. I mean, I'm not the one designing it, so I get it.
Yes.
I may be getting ahead.
Yeah.
So for some of these corrections, do we have the next, when is the sort of next opportunity to correct some of these things?
Yeah, so we've already started correcting a lot of them. There'll be another report next year. Will come out around the same time, around April, end of April. And we'll see how we did. I'm assuming they're going to use the same matrix because they just change it every 6 years or so. Or at least every 6 years. I'm assuming this is brand new, they're going to use it again. So we're really going to focus on this, but all the special ed needs we're focused on as well, because there are other things that we do that are not being evaluated on. Yeah, so next spring we'll be evaluated again. We've already done a ton of changes already, which you'll see as we go through here. That we were really doing even before we were on this list. So, all right. So timely and accurate data. I'm not going to get into that one. It's very easy. We have 21 reports. They're VR reports. They're SPP reports. There's 21 reports that we did on time and were So this was one I knew that we were not doing right all year and didn't really have much of a choice. So we were given 3 out of 4 points. If you have something that's not compliant in the system, they notify us. It's a little red flag that we get. And we've known about this it's been going on about 2 years. So our preschool students are serviced by the county. So our OT, PT, speech, special education teachers do not service preschool kids. And preschool kids are kids who are 3 or 4 years old. Okay, just that age. The county does it. Now, we hold those meetings, and we help the county find people to service those students. So we're kind of the liaison or the communicator between the parents and the county on that. We have been short on, in particular, OT and speech in this area, and really areas all over the country, all over New York State. Therapists are few and far between. And so about 2 years ago, we started experiencing where we would have a student with an evaluation done, and the evaluation says they need OT services, occupational therapy services, and Linda at the time would reach out to all of the providers in the county that are approved. And there's a list. It's about 15 different providers in the county. They're usually organizations like Children's Therapy Network or Three Circles, so there are these organizations, and there are a few individuals that have a license to do it. The lists are exhausted. So there's no one there. There's no one left. These therapists that are doing this are full. They can't take any more kids. And this is a common theme across this area in New York State, and I'm pretty sure the country. So we had kids, essentially, that were not getting services. And this lasted for longer than 12 months. We had one particular student who didn't get services for over a year. It was a 3-year-old that went all the way till he was 4, ended up getting services about 3 months before he actually turned school age. So he really only got about 3 months of preschool services. So I knew this was coming. I did not know this was going to get some matrix report, but there really wouldn't have been much that we could have done about it. That we've already fixed. About 3 weeks ago, we were approved as a Madison County provider, which means our therapists here can provide preschool services to kids. Now, why wouldn't we have done that before? Really good reason. Our therapists here are booked up too. So if we have to service 6 kids in OT that are 3 and 4-year-olds, that comes at the expense of the kids that are here getting services. They only have so much time. So we happen to have a little wiggle room in our OT and a very little wiggle room in our speech right now. So we will no longer have this happen. We will no longer have any kids that are going without services in Hamilton. Those services are our HCS therapists that do these services only will service Hamilton kids. They won't service any kids outside of the district. And we made sure of that before we signed up with the county to do this. So that one's fixed. So that won't happen. Okay with that. Due process hearings. We didn't have any due process hearings in, I think it was 2023. And I'm going to talk about this later. The data that's in here is often lagging. So some of this data they pull from 22, 23. Some of it's pulled from 23, 24. So it's like a year or 2 behind. And that's what I mean by lagging data, which makes things hard because we're going to fix this stuff, right? But next year they're going to pull data from last year. So prior to when we fix it. So if that makes sense. So I don't want to be on this list again. We're going to do everything to do it, but the data they gather is from
Right now.
for next year.
Right.
Or coming up is from this year that went by. So there are a couple of things here that And then the last one here, I'm not gonna get into this, this is more Matt's field. This is audit finding results and outstanding NICEAD enforcement action. Doesn't have anything to do with special ed really, but it does in how things are done in his end. So, and we did get our points for that. So that's what? That's 9 out of 13 points there. And then on the performance index side, both graduation rate and dropout rate, which were really good for us and has always historically been, you need more than, or no, you need 5 students with an IEP that is a 12th grader. And the year 2022, 23, we did not have any, or we did not have 5 kids. And it's very typical that we don't have kids who are seniors with an IEP here, because most of our kids are going on to some sort of post-secondary work, and when they're in 12th grade, quite often transition to a 504 plan over an IEP, because the 504 plan, in our experience, holds a little more water in college and universities and in trade schools than an IEP does. IEP is a public education K through 12 program, and 504 is more of a Disabilities Act kind of thing that goes on for the rest of your life. So I don't foresee us really having anything to do with this one in the future, but it's possible we could have 5 kids with an IEP graduate. Our next one. So this is it's actually the next 4 I'm going to lump together, okay? I will say that these are all 3A testing, and they focused on 4th grade and 8th grade this year. I don't know if we're going to do that every year, but they focused just on 4th and 8th grade. In 8th grade, you need more than 5 students with an IEP in order to be eligible for this, and we had exactly 5 students with an IEP, so we had less than what they needed. So 8th grade got off the hook on that. So how did we do with 4th grade? We got 2 out of 2 on our reading and 0 out of 2 on math. What does that mean? This. Go. Okay, so again, these were non-applicable, these categories here. So we had 4th grade reading. So this is, so to receive a score for a particular assessment, the school district must have more than 5 students affected by participating in the exam. So we had to have more than 15% of our kids with an IEP get a score of a 3 or a 4. And this is a change on how they've collected data for 3A testing. In the past, they've used 2 as a half point. So if you got a 2 on your 3A testing, it was given essentially a half a point. So you could get points if you got 2. Now you have to have a 3 or 4, which is kind of tricky. You see the New York State average, only 18% of the kids get a 3 or 4 with an IEP, so it's pretty low. So they set the bar just slightly lower than that. To get you 2 points, you have to have at least 15.5%, and we did. I don't have the number for that because I'd have to pull the exams of the individual students and find out what each individual kid had. I think Heather and Mark will probably want to do that when they're back for a number that we do know that it was higher than 15.5%. And our math rates were had to be 18.75% or higher, which we were not. For 1 point, we needed 13.5 to 18.7. For 0 points, you had less than 13.5, so we had less than 13.5. And you think, oh my gosh, that's really low. But when you have 6 kids in that grade level who are taking that exam, and that means you have to have at least one of them get the 3 or 4, which I don't think we did. I'd have to look at the actual testing again, but it sounds like we had all 6 of our kids in that class who had an IEP had a 1 or a 2 on the exam, if that makes sense. So there's an area where we can work on a little bit, for sure. Just tricky though with having a school district so small and having our sizes so small, and 1 or 2 students makes a huge difference. All right. The next one we have is SPP Indicator 5A, school age regular class. I think I lumped percent of children with IEPs, ages 5 through 21, or kindergarten through 12th grade, who are served their education, their special education services inside of the regular ed classroom. Now, they list this, they say 80% more of the day. So essentially, if you have a student with an IEP, how much time are they spending in the gen ed classroom? How much time are they in there with their peers? And how much time are they in a special education room receiving services? And just to kind of give some background to this, there are an array of ways that we can provide services for our special education students. The CSE committees decide on what service is needed for each child. There are two different types of services. If you want to classify them this way, there's push-in services and there's pull-out services. The resource class is very typical of something that we've done here at Hamilton since way before I got here, and it's still today. A resource is a pull-out service. It's typically for a student who needs just a little bit more help in something. So their reading's a little bit low, so they might get pulled out. So they do their reading in the classroom during the regular reading time, but then they might get an additional 40 minutes a day in the reading room with a special ed teacher. So that's a pull-out service. Special class, so we also have kids who get their whole ELA or their whole math in a special room called a special class. Those are 12-1-1 rooms that we have here, so those are 12-1-1 services. Those are all pull-out services. And then any related service like OT, PT, speech, those therapies, if the therapies take place in the therapy room and not in the room, that's a pull-out service. I put those in red because those are more restrictive services, and that's what the state wants you to get away from. They would rather we did more push-in, inclusive type services, and I always push for this. Like if the student can get that service within the classroom, we want that. That's the least restrictive environment. So those are either consultant teacher services, co-teach, which we did a lot of last year. Stop touching it. We added all those co-teach rooms last year. That didn't help us because this data came from 2 years ago. So next year, that will help us. And I'll show you how it probably would have gotten us 2 points. And then related services if they're push-in. So if the speech teacher comes in, and this happens like an OT therapist often will go into the room for writing because the OT's like fine motor type stuff. So they'll go into the room during writing time and work with the students either individually to the side or right there at their desk with the groups with their writing. So the state is pushing us towards that. So with our first one, which is SP Indicator 5A, that was our ELA. Sort of 80% of the day. That ELA one. One's ELA and one's math. And we got our 2 points on one of them. Yeah, I think pretty sure we had the 2 on the first one and not the 2 on the second on the math. So, or no, I'm getting confused. So this is our services. So, yeah, so our services that our kids get. So we needed to have 59% of our students with an IEP get their services 80% or more within the classroom. So it's like a percentage on a percentage. And that's hard to think about, but so 59%, we had 57% 2 years ago of our kids getting their services 80% or more in the classroom. So we were really close. We were off by a couple of points there. So that's when we did not get points on. The next one was percentage of children with IEPs age 5 who are enrolled in kindergarten. Same sort of thing, same group of kids who inside the regular class were served inside the regular class less than 40% of the day. So they're in their classroom less than 40% of the time. So it's just kind of a different direction of looking at the same thing. And we did hit on that. So we were well within our goals for that. So we got 2 points for that. And then the last one has to do with our students with IEPs who get their services in another placement. So they go to BOCES for 1201 or an 811. They might go to Pathfinder Village. So students who have an outside placement. So this is a fun one because I've highlighted here, they actually use data from 23, 24. We had 7 kids back there. 7 kiddos with IEPs that were getting their entire day in an alternate placement. Out of 101 total students with an IEP, that's 7%. Now we needed, it's actually 6.9%. And for this one, I got excited about it. So you needed 4.9 or less in order to get those points. Okay, it sounds like we didn't get them. We got our 2 points for that one. How so? Because on this particular indicator, there was an error of 2%. So I forget what they call that. So you could be 2% over and still get the points. We were exactly 2% over. We were at 6.9, so we got the 4.9 by having that margin of error. 2% was added to our total. So that was close. Now here's the bad news on that one. Okay? We had 7 kids in 23, 24. I talked about this before when we did our budget. We have 14 kids going next year out of district placements. That's like 13%. You know, we're lining up for this. So I don't foresee that being fixed right now. And, you know, I talked with some of the administrators and a couple of special ed teachers have been in and out. Those kids were appropriately placed. So it is what it is. I don't know what we do about that. You know, our committee does not want to send kids out of our own district. You know, I don't want to put kids on a bus for an hour and send them to BOCES. I don't. But if that is the right placement for that kid, and we do everything we can here to keep our kids here for as long as we can. Hopefully they can graduate right here in Dayton, but sometimes that's the best placement for those kids. So that one we just kind of have to do. If that makes sense.
Kevin, what does IMN stand for?
Intense management needs. So this is kind of a good thing. We only have 1 student right now in an IMN placement. So that's it's more of what you would call like a behavioral classroom. It's management needs. They work on executive functioning skills and things that help with that sort of thing. I kind of listed this as more for my own kind of thing. We once had 8 kids in IMN placements, not that long ago. Right now we have 1, and then we have 13 that are placed either in a 1201 or a 612 or a 613 autism program.
Well, there's some trends too, Kevin, with your outside placements. If you look back to 15, 16, we had 13, and then 12, 7, 11.
It was high, and then it got low for a while, and then we're back high again. But it's different. Like Bill and I were talking, we had a lot of like management needs. I remember back then. It's you know, the 8 IMN students is an indication of that. Now it's more like a skills development kind of needs.
For items that we're out of compliance on, what are the implications?
This, I mean, we're going to lose 2 points.
Yeah, what does that essentially mean in terms of?
At the end of this presentation, I'll tell you what that means when we don't earn our points, what happens to us. So they do, like I said, you need 80% of the points, so you can lose some points here and there. And I think the state probably recognizes that. In some districts, these kids are actually appropriately placed. And so they give you a little wiggle room with that. You don't have 100% compliance.
Do they, in the auditing process, do they pay attention to those exceptions?
So we've been audited since I've been here 3 times, I think, twice for the same thing. And they only looked at the transitions. Trying to think what our other audit was. Oh, it was for MTSS, which is kind of what leads up to special education and our process for that. So I don't know. They could, you know. And what's nice about an audit is they do let you know ahead of time. They'll tell you what we're coming for. So you have plenty of time to prepare and make sure that you're doing things the right way. They're very helpful in audits. Every audit I've been through, the auditors, you really very helpful, and it's actually kind of educational going through that process. So it's not a horrible thing going through that process, but there are some other things that can happen, which I'll show you at the end here, that if we end up on this list.
Kevin, you said, you may get to this in your report, but there's 261 or 71
71, I think,
districts in the state
that were
that
identified.
were on this list,
So
which is,
about 1 in 3
yes.
districts. Well, this one's tricky from what I remember. All right, so those are our, I don't know what we want to call those, but our next piece has to do with students in preschool that are getting their services. This is the same thing as what we saw up here. Our preschool kids that are getting services in the regular ed setting. So in Ms. Briggs's class, how many of those kids are getting their services in the class as opposed to outside of the class? Now, this one is one that we can work on, but it's kind of working against our own kind of philosophy on it. So since I've been here, we have tended to not do those services in the classroom, unless that's the exact appropriate place to do it. We've tended to do those outside of the classroom because it's a half-day pre-K program. They're really in there about 2.5 hours for learning time, and that time is very valuable to Ms. Briggs and what they're doing in the classroom. So if you got a kid that's getting OT, PT, and CIT services that might take an hour and a half, why would we pull those kids out of that classroom during that time? So we let Ms. Briggs kind of do her educational thing. Most of those kids are getting their services after the school day ends. They're getting it, they'll pull from CNS because they go to CNS after, they'll go to their home and do the OT or the PT. Some of those services have been in Ms. Briggs' class when we feel like it's going to help that class out and she can work with those kids in there. But particularly with preschool kids, their needs are very specific. So we'll look at that and look at having more of those services within Ms. Briggs' classroom. And I think that'll help us out with that one. Now, the funny thing about this one is it doesn't say, it just says kids in preschool settings. So does CNS count? Does 2x2 count? If they send their kids somewhere else, does that count? And how do we have any control over whether that service happens in 2x2 or not? We really don't, you know. So that's something that I think we can get closer at. And then this last one, so preschool students that get their education in a separate location. This one I really just struggle with. We got our 2 out of 2 points on this, but so just as a background, we usually have about 5 or 6 kids in an age that have an IEP. So preschool kids, we might have 12 total preschool kids that have an IEP that have a disability of some sort. Some of those students sometimes are recommended for like a 613 autism placement, and it's very appropriate placement. Parents want them there, the committee feels it's there. So if you have 6 kids and you have 1 student that is placed in an outside placement, you're not going to get your 2 points. I think it's 25, it is 25%. So you have to have 25% or less of your kids getting their education in a separate school, preschool. So if you have, 1 kid, that means you don't get your points here. So another one of these categories that I just really have a hard time. Just FYI, last year we had 2 kids get their services. So whenever last year's data comes up, it's going to be a 0. So it is, again, it's kind of like the one we talked about before. I struggle with that. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do with those. see a little star on there?
Mhm.
That says it's where we are, where it needs assistance. So the district's RDA matrix score is greater than 60. As you saw, we had a 67.7, but less than 80. If you look below that, you'll see in the blue, 271 districts are also needing assistance like us. And then there are 29 that are in their second year, 23 that are beyond that, and 9 districts with 10 or more years of that. So all in all, a little less than half of the districts in the state are on this list. So I don't mean to put light on the situation, but that's just where things are. So what does that mean for us? If you look over on the right, assistance year 1, school district with the first year IDA determination of needs is directed to assess its areas of improvement and select and attend professional development opportunities offered by the Office of Special Education in partnership to assist in the district in addressing any areas of concern. We've already signed up for a couple of conferences that look at some of the different needs here. We've also signed up for, they let us know one of the things we're going to be audited for next year. So we signed up for a couple of different conferences that are on that. So kind of met our needs already. The only thing is I will make the same presentation to my staff, and then with my special education staff, we'll dive a lot more deeper into some of this about some things that we can do.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, so what does that look like? More co-teach, more teacher direct and indirect, more services push into the classroom, become a mass accounting provider through VR, and then inform everyone. So and the complication there is these stats are lagging, so we could get on next year and be in the second year of this, even if we do everything right. That's it.
Thank you, Kevin.
Like a half hour? Yeah. All right.
You have 29 minutes, so I had a half-hour timer.
29 minutes? I'll take it. All right.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is, like you said, a lot of these areas are things that the committees and things are doing because it's for the best needs of the students. And so as long as we're doing that, I think that's the important piece. Yes, there are some tweaks that can be made and other things that can happen, of course, but changing something just so we fit into their criteria is not a plan.
I'm not going to pull some kids back who were appropriately placed. It
Yeah.
just doesn't, you know.
So, I mean, I think that's, to me, that's a good part to hear. Yes, we care what the state says and how we're listed and things of that sort, but what it really comes down to are the kids where they need to be? And if that's the case, the others kind of go with it.
It's a nice reminder, though, that kids need to be serviced in the least restrictive environment, which I've always stood tall and strong for and always will. If our kids can be here, if they can be in the room getting their services and things that they need, we're going to do that 100% of the time. And so it's a good reminder. And, you know, oftentimes like, we'll just give them a resource. And no. Do they really need it? Can we try some other things first? You know, those sorts of things. So it's just a good reminder.
Thank you.
Sounds like you have a plan already to address a lot of these issues. But I didn't hear any areas where we need like a policy change to address any of these things.
No, I don't think we need policy change. I think it's just a re-emphasis of our practices on the least restrictive environment and the philosophy of appropriate placements and not automatically going to the student needs a one-to-one need.
Yeah.
There are all of these steps that need to happen and supports that can happen prior to that. And it's just revisiting that philosophy of that least restrictive environment and making sure everybody is on the same page with that from an educational standpoint. And you know, it's never nice to be on a list, but Kevin and I have talked in depth about this, about that readjustment of philosophy and just making sure that whenever we are assessing needs of students, and it's done in the lens of a least restrictive environment and an inclusive environment. And I think that's important.
Certainly, we're going to continue to look at co-teaching. I think that is something that we all kind of believe in. there's a way we could do it through a consultant teacher direct model where the resource teacher's going into the classroom instead of, it makes it tricky in a small district because oftentimes the resource teacher has kids from different classes. And so now when she goes to push in the classroom instead, in a district our size, you almost have to put all those kids now in the same class. And now you're kind of ability grouping kids and putting like all your resource kids in the same room. Does that feel okay? So is there a way though that she could do those services, you know?
I think it's an opportunity too for us as a district to reflect and really kind of step back and look at how we're delivering services and can we do things that better serve the needs of students.
More inclusive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Having a
Thank you,
quick
guys.
side note, if
Yeah.
you have anyone that needs speech,
Got one?
6 spots opened yesterday.
Nice.
So
Speech has
call.
been good for us.
Call.
We've been good. OT is the one that we've not, we did, every now and then we do have a speech time, so that's good to hear.
Just say.
Nice.
Can you text out yours?
Oh, yeah, you gotta get it, see if we can remember how much it is.
Thank you, Kevin.
Brings us to 7-0, which is, or 7-1, which is personnel. I need a motion to accept the resignation of William Daslin, superintendent, for retirement purposes, effective June 30th, 2026, as recommended by the board president with sincere appreciation for services rendered to the district.
I'll move. What if we don't? I mean, do I just stay?
Yeah, what happens if we don't?
We can talk about that.
Let's go.
I'll second.
The awkward pause.
I know.
Discussion, my brain's not even working. Discussion would be an executive session, although, thank you for everything. And you're not done
You.
yet.
Nope, one more year.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to accept the resignation of Frank Marzella, bus driver for retirement purposes, effective September 14th, as recommended by the transportation supervisor and superintendent with sincere appreciation for services rendered to the district.
I'll move.
Second.
Discussion would be an executive session. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Happy return. I need a motion to approve a child rearing leave of absence for Laura Elfenbein, sorry Laura, tentative date of September 2nd through September 29th, as recommended by the elementary principal and superintendent.
Move.
I'll second.
Discussion would be an executive session. Congratulations. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to approve the following coaches for 25-26 school year as presented contingent upon significant participants, and recommended by the
Athletic
superintendent.
coordinator and superintendent.
Yep. I just, there was other wording on mine, sorry.
Move.
Second.
Discussion would be an executive session. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry, I'm not reading. Motion to approve the part-time positions as provided for 25-26 school year.
I'll move.
Second.
Discussion will be an executive session. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the following coordinators for 25-26 school year as recommended by the principals and superintendent.
I'll move.
Second.
Discussion will be an executive session, but thank you for doing this. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve the revised appointment of Christina Walker for the position of permanent full-time teacher assistant effective September 1, as recommended by the director of PPS and superintendent.
I'll move.
Second.
This appointment fills a vacancy created by retirement. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
A motion to approve a 4-year probationary appointment for Patricia Mascari to the position of teaching assistant in the 10-year area of teaching assistant effective September 1 through September 1, 2025 through August 31st, 2026. 1 through June 30, as recommended by the secondary principal and superintendent.
Move. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint Astrid Hellepunt as a mentor for Kaylee Rollins, pending her approval, from September 1 through June 30, as recommended by the secondary principal and superintendent.
I'll move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve the addition of Kelsey Collins to the substitute list for the roles of teacher, bus aide, and assistant as recommended by the principals and superintendent. Additionally, approve Elizabeth Unger and Christine Sazenberry to the substitute school bus driver list as recommended by the transportation and the supervisor and superintendent.
Move.
I'll second.
The substitute bus driver positions are pending the approval of final driver clearance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve the appointment of Audrey Miller as a long-time elementary special education substitute with effective dates of September 2nd through the 26th, as outlined and recommended by the elementary principal and superintendent.
I'll move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
She'll be covering the maternity leave with Laura Elfenbein.
Motion to revise the appointment of Margaret Parfett as probationary school nurse to permanent appointment effective September 1, as recommended by the superintendent.
Move. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve Kaylee Rollins as a 4-year probationary appointment as a science teacher in the tenure area of science effective September 1, 2025 through August 31, 2029, as provided and recommended by the secondary principal and superintendent.
Move.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
A motion to approve Lily Hagos as the ex officio student board member for the 25-26 school year as recommended by the secondary principal and superintendent.
I'll move.
Second.
Any
Like
discussion?
that.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome. Happy to have you join us.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yay.
All that, and now you're official.
Motion to approve the FFA and Model UN overnight trips for 25-26 school year as provided and recommended by the secondary principal and superintendent. The Board of Education does reserve the right to cancel these trips if circumstances should arise concerning the safety of the students.
Move.
Second.
Any discussion?
Have fun.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve the 22-23 APPR certification for the 25-26 school year and submit to SED all these letters and as recommended by the superintendent. Silly letters.
I'll move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to accept the following monetary donations with sincere appreciation and to increase the budget by these amounts as recommended by the business manager and the superintendent.
Move. Second.
Thank you to both the Deacons Fund and the Odd Fellows. All those in favor?
Aye.
A motion to approve the participation of the following combined sports for the 25-26 school year as recommended by the athletic coordinator and superintendent.
Move.
I'll second.
How many students?
One.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Superintendent's report. I can stop talking.
That was a lot.
So with that, I want to publicly thank Jody for all of her work in putting together this agenda. As you can tell, there is a lot of personnel issues and a lot of paperwork and finalizations that went into putting this agenda together. So thank you. As usual, she did a fantastic job. So
Thank you, Jody.
Thanks,
A lot of work. We met this week with representatives from Polera, NYSERDA, and the Village Electric to continue our electrification study and talk about next steps. And the next steps are that the Polera, who did our study and did the assessment of our fleet electrification, is going to work with the village and determine load amounts and to see what the village needs to do to supply enough electric power to come into our facility for next steps. So that's where we are with that. So moving along, but slowly.
It's all right.
Yeah, exactly. Over the past 2 years, our student board members have requested and plead for us to change our counseling structure to provide more career and college readiness. And as I provided to you, but I wanted to publicly state that we have listened and we are restructuring our secondary counseling department. So 9th grade responsibilities will now be transitioned to Miss Tori. So Ms. Pustai can concentrate on 10th, 11th, and 12th grade in doing more for college and career readiness for our graduates. It also aligns with best practices and NISCA, I think I pronounced it correctly. It's the national governing body of school counselors. They also recommend this model. So we are moving to this model, and we'll put some communication out to parents and students, letting them know that this is what we're going to do. So I think it'll be very helpful to our student body and to our parents because Victoria will be able to do more financial aid nights, how to navigate FAFSA, how to apply to colleges, career planning, trade schools, and if you're going right into employment or military. So just more concentrated efforts from Victoria to have our students better positioned to move beyond our walls. So I think it's a great move.
This is great. That's fantastic.
Yep. We finally have information from our adjuster, our insurance adjuster on our bus garage, and there are quotes that have been approved from the contractors to fix it to the best of their abilities, knowing that that could potentially be in our capital project and removed. So kind of a stopgap measure, but just to clean up the facade and make it safe and closed in for the winter months. So we have the approval for our contractors to move ahead with that, finally. So
Will work
that-
be completed before school starts?
it will not be completed before school starts, no, unfortunately. So we're going to have to look at that eyesore for a little bit longer. At the July Board of Regents, the board approved and adopted officially the portrait of a graduate, which I shared with you last month. So that framework has officially been adopted. It's where academic excellence intersects with the demands of a dynamic, rapidly changing world. It reflects the department's commitment to preparing students not only for college and careers, but for life as engaged, thoughtful citizens. So that also goes in alignment with our change in our counseling department. The department also released plans, their timeline on guidance. So we hope to have guidance for the portrait to implement in the summer of 2027. So we're still a ways off.
Had to think about what you
I
were
know, I was
doing.
like, wait.
The statewide requirement for instruction to be aligned to the new portrait begins with students in the 2029 cohort. So a few years away. Yeah. But progress. And then lastly, I want to draw your attention to the Promethean board. So we have been meeting with the Catania family, and they have generously and from a very heartfelt and compassionate place want to reimagine our garden in front of the school in honor of Izzy and make it more of a welcoming, calm area that students and faculty and staff can go to, sit for a place of peace or a place of comfort. So there's going to be picnic tables and benches. And there's going to be a stamped concrete area with a butterfly in the middle in recognition and in honor and memorialization of Izzy and her life. So I think it's a beautiful gesture on the Catania family's part, and it'll be a welcome addition to our school as you This is the landscape architect's rendering, what it will look like. So if you see the main entry, and it's right outside the elementary office area. So reimagining the walkways and putting in some more hardscapes. Just a beautiful area and a space where Izzy's light will continue to shine. I think it's a beautiful gesture. And they are fully funding and making sure that this happens. So we are looking at August 20th. Buckley Excavating is going to start the process of removing the old shrubs and cleaning it up, and however soon they can get it done. So probably won't be ready in time for school to start, but soon after. So really nice.
Yeah.
Yep, just a daily reminder of Izzy's warmth and compassion and the person she was. So, nice, very nice. That is all I have.
Any comments on the administrator's report? Matt is not here, so no business manager report tonight.
I did bring,
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yep,
okay.
Lily can look at these as well. These are what cell phones will be stored in.
yeah.
Some of you have seen these. So this is, every student will have one of these, will be given one of these, and they'll have their name on them. And what happens, their phone will go in this in the morning, close it, lock it. It is now locked for the day. It'll need to be turned off and put in this. When they leave for the day, whether they're leaving for an appointment or leaving at the end of the day, we will have 11 of these unlocking demagnetizers. They'll also be on each of the school buses. So if a student doesn't want to wait in line, or it's congested, or they forget, they'll be on the school buses. So it's simply, you put it on here, and it's unlocked, and open. So that's it. We've ordered 500 of these. So we'll have extras for students. If a student tampers with this, loses it, breaks it, within our policy, they will be responsible for the cost of replacing. So, look at this. I know you're so excited.
Take that and
And the magnetizer.
I did hear that Chris and Morgan spent an ample amount of time trying to break into it and were unsuccessful.
Yeah, so Morgan brought in a really strong magnet and tried to open and close it, and it does not work. So I think the only tampering would be with the actual case. The magnet should not be able to be tampered with. But we'll see. That's it.
Wow,
Great, right?
cool. Does everyone get one of these, or
No,
is it just?
no, so we'll have 11 of these dispersed around at dismissal, and there'll be one in the attendance office, so students that have appointments or need to leave the building for whatever can go in, and then we'll have these in the office in case of an emergency. The student needs to come in and unlock it. We'll probably have one in the counseling office, and again, on the buses.
Bill, are those, the unlocking mechanism, are they somewhat affordable? Like if we discover, hey, we could really use 5 more in these points or
Yes,
something like that?
$80.
Okay.
$80 a piece.
I was like, are we
Yep.
looking at some massive amount of money if we use
Yeah.
more? So
Yep.
perfect.
So total investment to the district is about $6,800, and the state is reimbursing $2,800. So still a substantial cost to the district.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Advocacy.
I have a lot, but I'll talk fast. I promise. So I have my resolutions committee meeting, the first meeting next Tuesday. So basically what we do, we sit for about 4 hours, go through every proposed resolution, figure out which ones they all get pushed forward, but we indicate which we actually want to push forward and what we're in favor of. DEI has went through it, that committee, so we have all of those. So it's a lot of reviewing and then a lot of discussion on what NISBA priorities are going to be. Jody has registered me for the voting delegates meeting, so that'll be October 16th, and that's the one that like lasts till like 2 in the morning. That's a really fun one. So basically what will happen after the resolutions committee meeting, NISBA will put a packet together. I will then send that out. They send it out, but I'll also send it out, and I'll ask each one of you to like kind of go through, give me a yes or a no, and then I'll vote in favor of all of us together for that. Sorry, there were so many things. So, NISBA has also started organizing a lot more legislative meetings this year, so I think we should try to get into as many of those as we can. This is more of kind of like Bill stuff. So apparently a lot of schools are starting to like paint their bathrooms and stuff with this RFID paint so that students can't like go in the bathrooms and use their cell phones with this new policy. But come to find out, the paint that they're using is actually a safety hazard. Like it makes it so fire systems don't work and many different things. So I just want to make sure we were not planning to do any of that.
Yes, we received notification from the state on that as well.
Okay. Looks like assessment data will be coming out Monday. Okay, perfect.
And Bar Road, I believe it's still.
Yeah, I think so. Lily, I sent this to Bill. Now that you're official, NISBA, BOCES, and State Ed they're actually doing a special event for ex officio board members. So I'm not sure what your schedule looks like, but Bill has all the information. So sounds like it's nice because it's a whole group of like everyone together, and it's really, I'm glad that they haven't done this before. So it's really nice that those 3 organizations are coming together.
That's in September.
Yeah, it is September 17th. And it's hybrid, so you can either go in person or I think you gather at your local BOCES, and they'll be streaming some things and stuff. So that sounds kind of fun. There is a mental health summer academy set, so again, I sent that information to Bill to try to have some representation there. Are we all set for the new cardiac emergency bill that was just signed? Okay, so that was like it has to be part of like our safety plan and things like that. And again, just like a lot of congressional meetings and so if you guys see anything too, like I know for some reason Michelle got one and I didn't get it and they told me I was on the list, but I really didn't get the email. So just, I'm hoping to be able to go to Cornell and do that. I'm just waiting for more information on that. And then the only other thing I wanted to mention, just for scheduling purposes for my own, do we have any indication on whether we will be going to NISBA convention this year or not?
We're going to talk about that next.
Okay, perfect. So, anyway, go ahead, Michelle. That's all I had.
That's my board discussion.
All right.
The information came out for the NISBA convention. It's in October. It's in New York City. I read it the other day and I released it. It is October 23rd to 25th. We need to register quickly if we'd like to go. And last year we had decided that the entire board didn't need to go for budgeting reasons, but 2 of us went, and so just wanted to put it out there as a discussion of who would like to go this time and is able to.
So, I am always happy to go, but I am happy to let somebody else choose since I did go last year.
And it was convenient last year, we were in the same hotel. It is expensive, but every hotel down there is expensive, but we can try to find one in the area if not.
Is there a cost difference between the in-person and the digital?
I think that, I don't know, I think it's like $100 or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it's like $100 or something. I think it's like $100 or something.
Is there a cost difference between the in-person and the digital?
I think it's like $100 or something. I there is.
My
I don't know
computer's
that you're
died.
able to have access to as many things.
Session materials.
Yeah.
So there's a digital experience, so that is just the keynote, expert sessions, and then like a Q&A.
It's not all of them.
The other one is like 76 different tracks and things like that.
But I do feel like, yeah, it's always good for a couple of us to go. And I think last year I found it super helpful when you guys went and I was able to read your notes and the session materials and things like that. I don't feel strongly that I have to go. I would be interested in going.
I actually would be interested in backing out this year, in that sense, like, instead of saying going, just because I have other things around that time, work-wise, and so I'm trying to be careful on that. I can go if we needed somebody to go, like, I can make it work, but if there's interest, I would like to be the one this year, because it's not me.
But you're such a good driver in the city,
I
Michelle.
know. You can take the train. You can take the train if you don't want to drive.
I
at
would,
all, but
one suggestion with that, like, I will not drive. If I go, I will not drive. So I will throw that right out there. But if we decide to go and if we decide to drive, I would recommend that we bring a smaller vehicle. We didn't need the Suburban. It was great. However, it was really hard to navigate the city. And then for parking, we got charged like an oversized parking fee for that too. So I would recommend a smaller vehicle. Yeah.
So yeah, if somebody else can go, or like Jen and somebody, I do think it's nice to have two people, because there's so many sessions. Or three, like, not to stop it. Like, it is a really good conference, I think, or convention. So.
Do we know if Corey's interested? Have we reached out to him at all? Just
Right.
curious.
Maybe if we could all let Jody know by the end of next week. If
Yeah,
you want to
that
go,
sounds good.
let her know. By that gives people time to look at calendars, and we can get in touch with Corey. Just see what he thinks. Yeah.
I'm also happy to, I think I can swing it to go if you need a second person, if you were gonna go or
And like,
needed a second person.
for cost savings, again, no pressure or anything, but Michelle and I did share a room last year.
Do you snore?
We did great.
I'm just joking.
So,
Yeah.
again, no pressure, but we were able to save on a room by doing that. So.
Yeah.
All right, so let Jody know, and then you guys can figure it out, and I will say no unless something happens, and then I'll be on my toes. Cool. That gives us time for community participation, if anybody so chooses to come forward, can do so at this time. Seeing nobody jump at that opportunity.
No.
Okay, we are not coming back for regular session, so we will sign off of the YouTube. We thank everybody. If there's anybody watching, my computer died, so I have no idea. We will go into executive session, so I need a motion to move to executive session to discuss the employment history of particular persons.
I'll second.
All those in favor?